Hey, Simply Placed community. It is Debbie Rosemont coming to you on another sweaty Sunday morning. Just got a workout in, and as I always do while I'm out on the roads, I get some thoughts and wanted to share some of them with you. So today, and of course as it relates to organization and productivity and getting more things done with greater ease, today I wanted to talk about the powerful productivity strategy of choice. So one of the things that I know is that hope is not a good strategy. It's a good place to start if you want something, to hope for it. Setting an intention and then being intentional about how you're going to achieve that thing is much better. So taking action is really important. We have to put the work in if we want the results. And remember, we're defining productivity here as achieving desired results. So whatever that is for you. One of the things I found to be true is the power of choice. When we aren't necessarily looking forward to doing something, but we want the results and we know we need to put the work in, if we can give ourselves some choices about how that happens, we feel more empowered. And this is really something I learned as a parent and long ago when kids were little, and they're grown now, but this still probably works for them too, and I know it works for adults. When kids are little, if you want them to do something, or you think that there's a good choice for them, but you want to empower them, giving them two options that are acceptable to you from which they can choose makes them feel in control. So instead of, do you want to wear a jacket today if it's pouring down rain, you might say, do you want the blue jacket or the red jacket? And then they get to choose, so they feel like it's their control rather than you saying you have to wear a jacket today. So I think this strategy works for adults as well, and I can use it on myself. So for example, this morning I thought about going out for some exercise, and I thought, first off, well, do I really feel like doing it? I was enjoying an otherwise pretty lazy Sunday morning, and I thought, I do, because I want the results, so I know I need to put the work in. So do I want to go at 8 a.m. or do I want to go at 9 a.m.? And I chose 9. So that was the first choice I gave myself was, hey, you're going to go. Would you rather go at 8 or 9? And then the other thing I did as I was getting out the gate was, do you want to listen to a podcast or do you want to listen to some music? And I chose music, thinking that, based on what I wanted to do, that would be more in line with keeping me going. I chose to run this morning. I knew I wanted to run for a 5K to do 3 miles. And so I gave myself the choice towards the end, as I was getting close to the 3-mile mark, would you rather stop at 3.1 because that's what you promised yourself you'd do, or do you want to go for 3 1/4 today? And I chose to go a little bit longer, 3 1/4, because it was flat at the time. As I set out to do that run today too, same thing. Do you want to start out by going left or do you want to go right? Either way, I was going to go. So to me, the idea of choice and feeling empowered and in control, even just that, do you want to go to the left or to the right, picking the course that you choose to get to that end result. There's multiple paths to get there. There's multiple choices you can make along the way. So that's something to take into this week is, what is it that you want to achieve? What are your desired results? And what choices can you give yourself? Either which of those choices can get you there. So you have to choose 2 things that work. So one of the things I didn't want to do this morning was, hey, do you want to stay in bed or do you want to go for a run? I knew I wanted to get outside. I knew I wanted to exercise. I knew I wanted the results that would deliver. And staying in bed was not going to get me those results. So it has to be 2 choices that will get you the results. But then it's up to you. You're in control. It's your choice. So what are you going to choose this week? What are you going to choose today? I'm going to choose to watch my Seahawks and hope that they do better than they did last week with a win. I'm going to choose to have some family over tonight. We are getting ready to celebrate the Jewish New Year, so we're going to have some dinner before services. So I'm going to choose to go to the grocery store and get the things I need to make dinner. And for those of you that also celebrate Lashana Tova, Happy New Year. For those of you that don't, this is such a neat time of year. We're within the last 100 days of the year. and really even getting close to the last 90 days. So what will you choose to finish your year strong? That's the message today, the productivity power of choice and getting the results you want by having that choice. All right, thanks for joining me. Let me know in the comments what you're going to choose and if this was helpful for you today. And I'm again so glad that you're here.